It was a quiet, misty night in the small town of Willow Creek. The streets, lined with old cobblestones, carried an eerie silence, interrupted only by the occasional rustle of leaves. But little did the townsfolk know, this night would mark the beginning of a mystery that would haunt their lives forever. Willow Creek was a close-knit community where everyone knew everyone. Nestled in a valley surrounded by dense forests, it was a place where trust was sacred and secrets were rare, or so they thought. The town's centerpiece was an old clock tower, its hands frozen in time, mirroring the stagnant lives of its residents. The next morning, the peace of Willow Creek shattered. On the outskirts of the forest, near the riverbank, the lifeless body of a young woman was discovered. Her name was Evelyn Harper, a beloved schoolteacher known for her kindness and dedication. The scene was grim. Her hands were bound, and a strange symbol was carved into the bark of the tree beside her. Sheriff Daniel Carter, a seasoned officer with a reputation for solving even the toughest cases, took charge. But this case was unlike any he had faced. The murder weapon was missing, and there were no signs of struggle. Strangely, Evelyn's personal belongings remained untouched, ruling out robbery as a motive. The only clue, a single black feather left beside her. As the investigation unfolded, whispers of suspicion began to circulate. Some believed the murder was the work of an outsider, someone who had drifted into town unnoticed. Others speculated about a more sinister explanation, perhaps the work of a secret cult or a personal vendetta. Evelyn's friends revealed she had been acting strangely in the weeks leading up to her death, often seen scribbling in a notebook and avoiding social gatherings. In a surprising twist, Evelyn's sister discovered her diary hidden beneath the floorboards of her room. The entries painted a chilling picture. Evelyn had been receiving anonymous letters, each containing cryptic messages and warnings to stay away from the forest. She wrote about hearing footsteps outside her window at night and feeling as if someone was always watching her. One entry mentioned the clock tower's chimes ringing unexpectedly at midnight, accompanied by a faint shadow moving near the trees. Sheriff Carter's investigation led him deep into the forest, where he stumbled upon an abandoned cabin. Inside, he found a collection of photographs of Evelyn, taken without her knowledge. The cabin's walls were covered in newspaper clippings about unsolved murders from other towns. The black feathers, identical to the one found at the crime scene, were scattered across the floor. Just as the town braced for another shock, a drifter named Marcus Kane was arrested. He had been spotted near the river on the night of Evelyn's murder. Marcus confessed to being an obsessive admirer of Evelyn, but he denied any involvement in her death. His alibi was weak, yet something about his confession felt off. Sheriff Carter couldn't shake the feeling that Marcus was merely a pawn in a larger, more sinister game. Despite Marcus's arrest, questions lingered. Who sent Evelyn the letters? Why was the symbol carved into the tree? And what connected the black feathers to her murder? Willow Creek's residents tried to move on, but the haunting memory of Evelyn Harper's death remained. The case, officially closed, was far from solved. Somewhere in the shadows, the real killer watched, waiting for the next move. Sometimes, the darkest secrets remain buried, and the answers lie hidden in the silence of the forest. In Willow Creek, every shadow holds a story, and every story conceals a mystery.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Veil Seekers for more deep dives into hidden truths, powerful connections, and untold stories.